Hi, this is Darnell with NuWave Oven Recipes, and I wanted to do a bit of a sit-down review of the Rage Mage Pro with you. I've been using this for some weeks now, gotten a bit of the hang of it, so I wanted to talk about it and share my thoughts, my feelings, my impressions on it to let you know how it is, and maybe for you who already have it, you could probably leave your comments and thoughts as well based on my own thoughts of it here. But basically, the Rage Mage Pro is a microwave cooker that does some unique things. You can't think of the Rage Mage Pro as just another plate to go in your microwave or another cover. Definitely not. Totally new tech here, and it's totally unique in what it does and how it can do it. So basically, I'm going to just show you the parts, and then I'll get into all the details of what it can do and how it can do it and all that good stuff. But the Rage Mage Pro has this pot here, and as you see, it has this grill on the bottom. Usually if you kind of like preheat it for like 4 minutes and then you put some meat in there and then cover and heat it, you may be able to get some grill marks depending on what you're cooking. You may put some nice grill marks on there. This is the steam plate, and the steam plate, if you put that in there, you put about 2/3 cup of water and put your food in there, cover it, and cook it for the right amount of time. It will steam your food. I'm serious when I say better than most steamers will. I mean, it does a great job on things like pot stickers. I mean, I've done pot stickers in it. I'll have to do a video of that. I've done like poached eggs, which you put into this muffin pan, and you can make like muffins. You can do poached eggs in it. You can do other types of steamed food in here, and it turns out really nice. Really nice. I mean, on this grill plate, you could do like a steak. I've done a steak video. You can do like a sunny side up fried egg. I've done a sunny side up fried egg in here in like maybe a couple minutes, about a couple minutes, and done. Sunny side up fried egg, which is pretty good. And it's kind of hard to do a sunny side up fried egg without the Rage Mage Pro, because you have to like pop the yolk and hope the yolk doesn't run or anything. If you're cooking in just your microwave without the Rage Mage Pro, it's kind of trickier. With the Rage Mage Pro, it's real easy. So also with the Rage Mage Pro, you get what they call the 5-in-1 grill pan user guide and recipe booklet. And this has basically your basic instructions, has a bunch of recipes, has an area for you to write in your times, because every microwave is different. So like my microwave here is a 950 watt microwave, and some of my times are different. Some are even less than the times that they list in this book. If you see my grilled cheese sandwich video, my time is less than the time than any of the lowest times they recommend in this book, and it's just a 950 watt microwave. They do recommend your microwave be like no more than, I think, 1100 watts is what I've read. So you have to get a microwave which is within their desired range of microwave. I want to just show you one more thing before I talk about it some more. There's this Ready, Set, Dine recipe booklet. Over 100 recipes in this book, and I'll tell you seriously, all I feel you need is this little one, because this little one has all the real good ones and the ones that help you get the basics. If you master this little book, you would have no need, in my opinion, for this book. I've used this little book way more than this big book, because once you get the hang of this, I feel like I don't even need that. I mean, once you get the hang of this little book, you've got enough of a good training to be able to go it on your own from that point and do your own thing. So that's just my thoughts. I mean, this book cost maybe like $15, and I just feel like you probably could save your money on that, because if you get the Rage Mage Pro in this little book, master this, you'll probably be set. With the Rage Mage Pro, I wanted to mention that it's good. This pot, I can put my hand over it so you can see the capacity there of how much it holds as far as around. Also want to mention with the Rage Mage Pro that it is not dish washable. You can't put any of the parts of it in the dishwasher is what they recommend. They recommend washing everything by hand, not putting any parts of it in the dishwasher. So I will say with washing it by hand, it's a quick cleanup. Nothing really seems to stick to it much at all. I mean, really, nothing really seems to stick to it almost at all. I mean, it's really easy wiping stuff off and washing it. When you wash it, you're not supposed to submerge any of it underwater at all. So, you know, you're just going to kind of run the water over it, wipe it, wash it, wipe it, and whatnot. But don't submerge it in, you know, a sink full of water or anything like that, and definitely don't put it in the dishwasher. So those are some care tips to keep in mind. But basically, the Rage Mage Pro, one thing that I want to talk about that's a drawback is that it's like a superheater. So when that inside gets really hot, after you take it out the microwave, you like 15 minutes later, it still could be hundreds of degrees warm, like 15 minutes later. And so basically they recommend that you not use it again until it's fully cooled down. It takes about 30 minutes. I've been using one of those little thermometer guns that, you know, you kind of shoot the beam at it to gauge the temperature before I try and reuse it again. I've had to wait, like, use about 30 minutes for it to get down to room temp again. And so that's a real drawback, because if you cook one thing in it, you can't go again for another 30 minutes. Even if you're by yourself and you want to cook two things, you know, you get one shot, and then, you know, maybe you want to have your meal unless you want to wait another 30 minutes to cook another part of the dish in this. And so basically you want to try and cook things that either can be all done at once. Also, it's not really good if you've got a large family, because, you know, it's just too small. But even if you have a large family, you know, those times where you're eating by yourself, it'll probably work out good. But that's something to consider with the Rage Mage Pro, and that need to wait is my biggest drawback for it and with it. But it's a great cooker. You know, like I said, I've cooked steaks, you've seen the grilled cheese sandwich, I've cooked, like I said, pot stickers, eggs. You know, you can cook all types of really good things, and it's just about getting your times right. Some things will cook faster than a microwave. Well, not faster than a microwave necessarily, but faster. Well, yeah, I think things like the steak would definitely probably cook faster than it normally would in a microwave. So some things may cook faster than normally in a microwave. Some things will cook slower. It makes a great poached egg, but it takes like maybe 7 minutes to cook a poached egg in the Rage Mage Pro. But it's probably going to be a more perfect poached egg than if you just cooked it in the microwave in a couple minutes in a cup. You know, that's the difference. The Rage Mage Pro is going to give it that nice watery, you know, like it's out of the water type of poached egg. So it's basically a real good cooker. The times may vary, but once you get the hang of it, you can cook some things in it really, really well. It's just a matter of getting the times and figuring out what's best for your microwave, and you can do really good with it. So I would say also, if you're thinking about getting this, if you don't have any other alternative cookers, you know, if you don't have like a pressure cooker or NuWave oven or anything else, if all you've got is a microwave, a stove, and an oven, conventional oven, then, you know, I don't know if you want to start with the Rage Mage Pro first, because it's small size, you know. It's small size, and also not being able to reuse it real quick, you know. There's a lot of drawbacks there. You might want to start out with one of the other alternative cookers before you move to the Rage Mage Pro. But with the Rage Mage Pro, like I mentioned, you can get some stuff done really quick, and even stuff that it doesn't do really quick, it can come out really well if you get the times right. Now, because it is kind of like a closed lid type cooker, everything does come out kind of moist. If you want something that's crispy and crunchy, it's probably not going to do a real good job. In my opinion, it doesn't do a real good job of making something crispy, crunchy, because the way the Rage Mage Pro is built, it's built to hold the moisture in. So unlike when you're just cooking in a microwave without the Rage Mage Pro and things get dried out or hardened, because the microwave is heating up the water molecules in that food. With the micro radiation, it's heating up those water molecules, and so then things get real dry if you cook them too long in the microwave. If you cook them even a while in the microwave, they can start just getting dry because that water's getting dried up. But the Rage Mage Pro with the lid holds that heat in. I mean, holds that steam, holds that moisture in, and kind of puts it back in there while it's cooking to keep it real moist. So most things you cook are going to come out real moist. And so it definitely, I mean, it does better. I mean, I've got like those plastic lids you put over the plate and you cook things in the microwave to keep them moist. This is not like that. This is on another level. So don't think of it like, oh, you know, I just put one of those plastic plates on my microwave food to keep it moist. No, this goes beyond that. And so it keeps it really moist and nice and moist. But it's not something you want to use if you want to get things nice and crisp or you want to get things crunchy. You know, something like a NuWave Oven does something like that really well. So, in summary, you know, this is a good cooker. It has some drawbacks, but it has a lot of advantages. It just takes a lot of time to really get it really down good. And once you do, you can really enjoy it. You know, you just have to wait 30 minutes after you use it. So, anyway, if you like this review of the Rage Mage Pro, you can give it a thumbs up. You can share this video with your friends. You can leave your comments, please. You can also subscribe to the channel, also see some of the other cooks that I already have on the channel and ones that are going to be coming. And good eating.